Hey guys, welcome back to Dive In Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias, and today I'm with my mate Richie. Richie, you want to say
What's
hi?
going on, guys? How are ya?
The first question I got for you today, Richie, is what's one thing that you've done, or what's the biggest lesson you've learned during lockdown?
Oh, definitely the biggest thing I've learned during lockdown is just to take a daily practice to be grateful. Be grateful about family, friends, just life in general, and to constantly find things to do. Like things to occupy the day, learn new things, and just broaden your horizons beyond what you usually usually do, because what we've usually done has been taken away from us for so long. So that's been the biggest thing, for sure.
Awesome, man. And what's one thing that you've taken in from that period of, let's say, isolation, and you've implemented in your life that you've seen big benefits from?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. Biggest thing has been just like taking away the fact that I can do so many things within myself without actually having to like need other people or go out and go to the pub and have a few drinks and this and that. So it's just like spending time alone, I guess, in silence is the key. Like it's spending time alone and knowing that everything is okay, even though our movement and what we usually do has been so hampered by this COVID thing. So yeah, it's just spending time in silence, I think.
Awesome, man. And I just want to ask you about daily practices, on a daily basis, whether it's, changing up your food, what do you eat, how do you move, or your emotional state, how do you balance that and keep it pretty stabilized? Can you give us a bit of information on, one or all of those topics, which is basically food, your diet, your exercise, and what regulates your emotions?
Well, my answer is kind of in your question, man. It's like the routine is been the key. Like routine is kind of everything, especially if you're in a place where you you feel stuck, you feel like you might be a bit physically ill or mentally unstable. You need the routine in your life. Like you need whether it's through food or whether it's through exercise, you just need things you do, points in your day that you can know that you can lean on, and that bring some clarity to you, because in that also it filters out all the bullshit. Like it filters out bad thoughts, and it just helps you to it gives you the confidence to know that you can always fall back on your routine, because like it's familiar to you and you always have it. It's pretty much it.
And what about in terms of exercise? How much exercise uh, do you believe people need to do, or do you need to do on a daily basis to feel like you've accomplished that physical component? Do you want to go hiking, climbing? What's something that you enjoy
So
physically?
I'm a rock climber, so I spend a lot of time outdoors in general. So it's like hiking around, rock climbing. But for everyone, it's different, Like, and if you're someone that's you don't get out a lot, it's all new to you, but you're looking to make a start. Just know that like every day is a new step. Like just take baby steps. Go slow at the start. Maybe start going for a jog, go for a small run. Next day, do a bit more. But you're just always looking to make that improvement, like from day to day. Just make a new step. That's what matters. Like, don't ever compare yourself to other people. Just keep it within yourself. Yeah.
And my last question is, what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned in life?
This is really tough, but
What would you?
yeah.
I'll phrase it a bit easier. If you had a child right now, your own kid, and you knew there was one piece of advice that you could give him to traverse on this journey through life, what would the one liner be, or what would the small amount of advice you'd give him that you would believe would profoundly impact? It's a similar type of question, right? Because the biggest lesson you've learned is undeniably going to permeate into your children. and your deepest insecurities is going to permeate into your children. And that's how parents live. So if parents don't deal with trauma, the child carries it. So what would you give? What's the biggest lesson you've learned in your life? And in saying that, that's what you would honestly pass on to your kid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, now that you rephrase it like that, like the thing that's changed my life, and that thing that I'll pass on to not only my kids but my mates or my family is to embrace the change. So in life, that's the one variable that we cannot control. Change is inevitable, and it's how we adapt to that change and how we deal with bad situations or good situations that really shows our true character, that morph us, that transform us into who we're going to be and what we want to be. So just embrace the change, because the better you can handle that, you know, and adapt, is like that is literally how species evolve. That is how the strong become stronger and the weak get weeded out. It's just through adaptation. So just embrace the change.
I completely agree, man. The only reason every species after billions of years have got to today is through the evolutionary process of constant growth. That's the only constant thing in our life, is change. The only constant. Nothing else is that constant. And as you can see, trees and nature, and you know, this is the, what is it, the Jerusalem
We're loving
track?
it, man.
What's this? The Jerusalem track, hiking. So Hike It Out is basically connecting back to our roots, to nature, because as Richie said, all our food, all our thoughts, everything has a certain intention. So when you eat a food that's highly processed, the intention in that food is artificial. There's no natural intention. And we are natural beings. We're living, we're life, like these trees, like animals, like anything. And the intention in our food has changed so much and been so processed, and it's got so much chemicals and all these foreign materials that our body can't handle. And that comes through our emotions. So to regulate our emotions, to regulate our thought process, our skin, our organs, we need to eat natural. Eat natural, be in nature. The wavelength is there, the intention is there, and what tends to happen is you calm down. You can't be angry or anxious when you're bushwalking.
Can't, it's the best. Just be natural, like take it back. We got to go back a bit, you know, just like live how we used to, and everything will like fall into place. That's literally it. Nothing else to say.
Yep, I'm with you, bro. So it was really good talking to you, Richie.
Yeah, man, let's get it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, like, subscribe, and share so that more people can get into hiking. More people can start eating better and creating a better intention for themselves. Food holds intention. So does drinks and water. Water holds an intention too. Everything holds intention. Everything has information in it. And, you know, to get the best out of it, you got to take the best. So thanks, guys.